Hello there, people with internet, and hello again, I'm TheMBmulti. Welcome back to my Rome 2 Total War Let's Play campaign as Egypt. In the previous episodes, I don't remember. I believe I fought the Carthaginians here, when they had an army approaching the pharaoh. And I also fought a battle here, because these dickheads force march in my territory and then start raiding. Not that the raiding is that much of an issue. I've got more than enough public order to counter that, but it's just annoying. Just trying to kill them. Meanwhile, Rhodes has landed here. They are doing an alright job. They took IOL from the new Carthaginians. Hopefully they'll continue marching that way. They just brought a navy here. Yeah, elsewhere... Yeah, I don't know what Camarilla is doing here. They're not at war with Carthage. Next turn this army will land. There is another army here. And this fleet that they're building up again after they lost it at Lilybaum. Yeah, they also have an army there, but they are going to get absolutely destroyed by my navy there. And they have a tiny navy here, but there's no way in hell that they're going to do anything against me. I have this. They could do that, but then that guarantees that they will lose Brundisium. Which is the only one I need for the Magna Graecia province. Yeah, out here, unfortunately, not much progress. Haven't gained any settlements through diplomacy. No. Also, I need to remember to put that general back in there that was in command. Of course, you are now getting skills because you're fighting these battles. You got a Numidian horseman because of that. Okay. Can I see... Oh, isn't there like a... Yeah, there. 3 command... Yeah, Bias. That's the guy. Yeah, 28 years of service, 4 victories. It's very nice that they added this, like, history of the army there. It's really cool. And it's useful because I need to put that Bias guy back in here. Because of course I got him out so that we have more movement to reach the guy in force march. Because they always very Oh yeah, and I raised the fleet there that I need to build up. Ah, they want a peace treaty now. I'm not paying you shit. I can't demand territories because this is Rome 2 Total War. I was gonna do the Rome 1. Okay, they're moving absolutely everybody again. Oh wow, Snakepot Ballista. There's not much use of them on the boats, but yeah, they moved that navy over here. And that guy's just back off. Just back off. Yeah, no idea what Camarilla is doing out here. They're not at war with Carthage. But yet they keep sending stuff this way. Like, the only one they're at war with are the Lugii. Yeah, of course, they hold their ass over there, because I can get them. Whatever. Betrayed, of course. Famous scholar, whatever. Yeah, you. Bias. Alright, Athens declared war on the Diorsi. Where the hell are they? Why the hell would you declare war on them randomly? Just because. Yeah, that's literally it, just because, okay. Oh, fucking hell, I just want a fucking critical success for fuck's sake. It takes so long. So insanely long. Like in Rome 1 you can offer to pay for... what's it called? For territories at least. Because that's what I wanted to do in the diplomacy there before. I wanted to demand Carthage to give me a settlement or two for a peace treaty.
How can I assist, Pharaoh?
Alright, so I need to replace you with Bias, who is a guy, so I can skip all the girls. Ephialtes? That's the name of an actual Greek general. Can't remember from which battle or whatever. Like, isn't Ephialtes the name of the... I can't remember. I think, maybe, don't quote me on that. I think Ephialtes is the name of the co-commander of Philip V's army during the Second Macedonian War. Maybe. Or something completely different era. Something like that. I don't know. It's a famous name, Ephialtes. I know that there is a famous Greek. I believe it was a general. Socrates. A famous Greek general called Ephialtes. Oh, actually, hang on a minute. Isn't Ephialtes the name of the guy that betrayed the 300 Spartans at the Battle of Thermopylae? Who told the Persians of the little goat path they could use to outflank the Spartans and the other Greeks? I think that guy's name is Ephialtes. Also, how far back is this guy? And how many... I mean, I know my family trees. There he is, finally! Yeah, and then of course you get your Ptolemaic cavalry back. There you go! And then we can, once again, attack them while they're in force march. Perfect. Okay, they've raised an army immediately, and immediately after that they're suffering from food issues. Negative 11 food. How much food do you have in Rhodes itself then? +2, okay. They have built farms there all the way, and then a military port. Alright, you're here, so get your ships. Like that, and then you need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, 5. 4 of those, and then 4 of those. There you go. Something along those lines. Drop that army off. Lay siege. Just build some siege equipment, lay siege for a turn or two. See what they do. Ideally, they should sally out. Because that would be easier to take out their artillery. In the meantime, have a little look over here. Okay. Just wanted to see whether there was an army there. Doesn't look like there is one, so we don't have to be worried about being attacked in the back. Yeah, you need to... I don't know where that fleet went off to. They had a fleet there that they were building up, but they left. So I don't know where they are. So I was gonna say, maybe I need you to stay at Lilybom. What? Patrol? What does that even do? Establish a naval patrol in order to improve defensive and support capabilities. Lose half the movement range. Negative 25% piracy penalties in local sea region. More reinforcement range. Okay, yeah, of course a good raid, but... And double time. Can't attack. But we have more movement range. I was kind of hoping this would improve line of sight. So that I can look in the fog of war right there, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Okay, so what's in here? 2 loads of onagers that we need to take out. Also, they moved in a tiny fleet there. Yeah, we can easily auto-resolve the battle now. They are being starved out. Oh no, they have food issues, don't they? There. Get fucked. Just occupy that. Yeah, we could keep the barracks. Upgrade them immediately. I don't really use artillery, like ever. I can leave this here too, because then I can train ships from there, because that stretches out all the way to there. Yeah, not there, but it's quite easy to just hop like there or there, so I can leave that there, because it covers this entire area. Yeah, you can't go there because that's not owned by anybody, and you just take attrition if you get in there. There's another tiny fleet from the Carthaginians right there. That's the army. Where are they going? Are they trying to like take Sparta itself, maybe? Well, the Spartans have an army here, so I could send one of my armies to help them out, just in case. I think I might actually do that. How quickly... Yeah, I don't have military access to Athens. So Athens will get pissed off if I do that. The Spartans have 3 full stack armies standing right there. That's the king. Spartan hoplites. I don't really know what their armies look like. There's a Rhodian navy here that could potentially fuck up some Carthaginians on the way. See, this it really sucks. The Carthaginians can just land right there, and then they have they can march straight to Sparta itself. I mean, it is nice that the Spartans have a full stack army in there. Also, I don't know if the microphone is picking it up, but there's some people doing yard work outside, which is insane because it is, what's it called? It's 9:33 p.m. It is barely still daylight out, and yet they're doing yard work outside at this ungodly hour. Fucking idiots. Right, if we are going to march then... Yeah, we can also... Yeah, we can... Okay, so we only need to trespass the Athenians once. Just go there. Yeah, they will be angry with me. Yeah, they already don't like me because I'm friendly with Sparta. And they hate Sparta because Sparta's been trespassing them for like centuries. Look at that.
Athena give you wisdom, so that you may speak well and persuade me of your... With these words...
There, just pay them to like me more. Simple as that. I've got enough money. I've got... How much is that? 21,528 denarii in the bank, so I can quite easily just bribe anyone, anything at any time. Yeah, do upgrade that. We most likely have enough. Yeah, there's a lot of negative public order. Yeah, the conquest, that's -10, that's going to go away, and that -9 is going to go away as well. So that will be slowly. The 10 will be next. Yeah, only this one, and the next turn will be gone. Okay, so Magna Graecia is ours. It's good. Yeah, we still need Macedonia. I'm desperately trying to get it done, but the game is not giving me a fucking break with those critical successes against the Athenians. Did I already send the missions out? Yes, I did. Okay. Alright, now. We ambush these motherfuckers. Again, not really because... sandstorm. Not really because I am so desperate to get them killed because they're so annoying or whatever. Because their raiding is so horrible to me or whatever. No, it's just because I'm weakening an enemy. It's all there is to it. They're in my lands, I saw an opportunity to take them out, and that's what I'm doing. And hopefully that will free up some space for Rhodes to continue their assault. Although, with their food issues, I don't know how much further they can go. Unless they fix that very quickly. Alright, get in the phalanx. Oh, focus on the elephants. Charge these javelin men. And then you can also get the onagers. Yeah, you fight the Carthaginian cavalry, that's a fucking death sentence.
The enemy general is dead.
General dead, elephant's gone. Back off a little bit and then you fire at will.
Cavalry! Charge!
Yeah, elephants continue to attack. You run around. Like by even just touching the onagers over here, they can't even do anything, which is exactly what we want. It's very clever what they're doing right there, just drawing the elephants away. Not that it's going to save them.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Oh, the cavalry got caught. And there we go. There we go, fuck them up. Good job. Kill the next one. Charge with the elephants.
Cavalry! For honor! Elephants at the ready! Charge!
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh, no, no, no. I didn't know you were out of ammo. Ignore the hoplites. You just need to take out the onagers. They're so disorganized over there, so that's good what you're doing.
Ready! Forward!
Alright, you charge that. General can get a charge in as well. Pin them down with the 30 spears and then use the Ptolemaic cavalry to deliver the final blow. Ceasefire. The battle is won. There you go. There we go. Again, damage from... what the fuck are they called? Skirmishers. It's unfortunate, but whatever.
Spear infantry. At your command. Quick march.
You guys did a good job with that flank, because you had quite a lot of stuff to deal with. These guys just had to skirmish for a while. They actually had to fight. Yeah, despite that sunstorm, we did do a good job. Didn't really impair my visibility all that much. Not a spectacular amount of kills on the elephants, but they did what they needed to do. Help the 30 spears on the left flank. Oh, there's a whole bunch of people over there trying to get away. Not on my watch. Another group right there. Get rid of them. It's gonna be close. Well, we're gonna get a couple kills in. Yeah, it's so fucking dumb. As soon as one guy reaches the end of the battle, the entire unit just disappears. Very stupid. The elephants got no kills, they just got completely annihilated by the archers. Yeah, see, only their pelters are the ones that got decent amounts of kills. This one guy were 115, 84, 40. The pelters that I didn't see or didn't prioritize are the ones that got the kills. Well, the most amount of kills. Those hoplites got kills too, but that was because the 30 spears that they were fighting. There we go, army wiped out, war target invalidated.
The gods guide my footsteps.
There we go.
I live to set.
Glad to be back, right? Because this is his army. So, I'm pretty sure he's glad to be back in there. Immediately got a battle on a victory under his belt. So, and that's 2 full stacks of New Carthage destroyed. Well, disappeared. They did disappear in a way. They disappeared into the afterlife. Alright, set the war target to Tingy, so that hopefully the Rhodians can go that way. Yeah, you just return to Carthage, replenish your shit, and then maybe get moving to the next targets. Because you don't really need to stay in Africa anymore. We just needed you to defeat those armies from New Carthage, and they are dealt with, and then the next city over is already owned by Rhodes, so... A demoralized army, sure, why not? Yeah, just trespass Athens a little bit, but... Yeah, I'm sending the reinforcements to Sparta just in case the Carthaginians decide to go there, because that's what it looks like. Oh, they... Yeah, that's the fleet that I was... Oh, Jesus.
We will return.
Just get out of there. Sail along the... Sail around... what's it called? Sardinia, that way then. Did they just leave the city again? Yeah. Oh, they went into port, but they are trying to... Why the hell are they constantly trying to run away? Okay, Rhodes put that navy back in its own port. Yeah, you see that? If that's the army, then they're definitely trying to go for Sparta. This doesn't matter. Famous bards, generous tribute, Jesus Christ. Can't I get a single critical success anymore? What the fuck is going on? Yeah, building up that other navy, good. Yeah, it's the army. You see, they're hauling ass for Sparta itself. Maybe I should have replaced the general. So to use the movement bug to get there faster. Well, then again, this is on force march. They can reach that. Well, then, oh, they're so close though. I don't think it matters really that much when they switched from force march to regular. Yeah, that's the army. They went into the port there, trying to leave. I have this navy here. Sail there. You sail around this way, so no matter where this guy goes, he's gonna fucking die. Yeah, and Alalia is fine. General, so it's an army. Three turns until that navy's done. They are trying to recruit new men, but I would, in your position, worry more about your lack of food, Rhodes. That -11 is doing a number on you, so it doesn't really matter if you train a lot of cohorts. If there's only 3 men in each cohort, then you're still not very strong. But whatever, you do you. I just told you where to go, so... Maybe if they're smart, then they would just quickly hop into my territory, because then you can get replenishment if you get in standing friendly territory that has food surplus. And then, you know, rush over to the target when you're replenished again. Okay, politics is okay. Let's send somebody different this time. Instead of the same guy every single time. Maybe they'll do something. Okay, 112 gravitas, so you can send some people for tutoring again. See, when you only do it once in a turn, it only costs 33, that's a lot better. Now it costs 44. There, and then you don't have enough gravitas, but you'll get some in the next turn and then we'll try again. It is best to work from left to right because they are in general the order youngest to oldest, so, or oldest to youngest from left to right. I think you don't need to stay in Lilybaum anymore. As a matter of fact, I think I should use him. Go on the navy there. Move him to Lilybaum and let him stay there. And let her join up with her husband to continue with the rest, because I need some more firepower in order to get into that, because they already pulled like 3 full stacks from that fog of war. Alright, so it doesn't look like I'm going to make it in time, but I hope that this army is mostly hoplites. There's a fantastic general in there actually. So I hope that is enough to at least repel the Carthaginians for once, and then my reinforcements will show up in the next turn to help them out. And for the fucking love of the gods, I hope I can finally get a critical success over there. Because I'm actually closer to having Italy rather than Macedonia under my control. Well, technically I could just ask or pay Athens to, what's it called? To become my satrapy, which is what I wanted to do at the end anyway. Because then I do own Macedonia indirectly, but, you know, I just wish this fucking critical success bullshit would hurry up a bit more. Which it isn't. Which sucks. Alright, any of this? No. Save it. Let's see what Carthage does. Oh, I forgot to move that guy, whatever.
Generosity wins many powerful.
No. I'm smashing you. Okay, there we go. I don't think they even noticed that my guys were approaching, but they left anyway, so it's good. I will have that army stand next to Sparta, just in case. Just in case the Carthaginians change their mind again and actually do decide to go for Sparta. They had a perfect opportunity to do it, actually. It's just a bit baffling that they decided to switch. That they decided to change their mind right at the very end there. If they hurried up, they could have actually made it to Sparta before my reinforcements showed up. Oh, of course. Oh. Of course, can't get a critical success, but I can get a fucking critical failure. Send you to Commedia. Send you to Athens. Get me a fucking critical success. And yes, I know I can save and load and sort of scum it in that way, but I would prefer it if it just works, you know, fucking normally, because saving and loading just takes forever. Honestly, after that Battle of Carthage, I don't really want to do another naval battle. Combines naval and whatever battle. Well, if I pay Commedia to join the war, or make them my set. Well, if I make them a satrapy, they automatically become that, but. Yeah, if I pay them to join the war against Carthage, they come in as reinforcements. Not the best army in the world that they have right there, but it's something. Okay. Yeah, don't go that way, because then we trespass Athens again. Yeah, you just stand right next to Sparta. You don't have to worry, Sparta. I'm not secretly planning to attack you. I'm genuinely trying to help you right there. You just dock that. Actually, I don't know why I did that. They are moving away. I can eliminate the threat for Sparta entirely by just taking them out. I don't know where their other fleet went. They had another, like, proper navy somewhere out here, but they disappeared. Off into the fog of war somewhere. Maybe Rhodes will encounter them at some point. Yeah, okay, so they have like one navy there, a very strong navy, and then they also have a navy somewhere out here. It's the only two ones that we know of directly that they have. I'll send the spy forwards to have a little look at what New Carthage is doing over there. Some intel from Rhodes. Also, Cyprus is approaching that way, so maybe Cyprus can get get in on the action. Ugh. Those navies are just waiting there. Yeah, that's the army. Yeah, this is okay. Next turn we can get a move on. Actually, we can already get a move on this turn, because of course the pharaoh didn't move. You can stay in Brundisium. Alright, that'll be easy. They're raising a new army in Rome. Ugh, Carthaginians raising a new army in Rome. Carthaginians in Rome. I feel my stomach turn as I pronounce those words. The Fist of Hellenic in Rome. 100% beauty. Oh my god. This is not good for my mental health, seeing. Sorry, I'll stop that. Imagine if you have, like, as soon as you hear someone gagging or trying to, like, going off to, like, some people have that when you hear somebody else puking, that automatically causes them to start gagging and puking as well. So, and I'm just making fun of it, and then you're watching this, like, imagine having that condition and you're watching this video, and all of a sudden I start doing that, like, a ton of times, and then you just have to pause the video or quit, just because otherwise you're actually going to throw up. My apologies if you are suffering from that, and if you find that uncomfortable to watch. But I mean, look at this, right? Don't tell me that this isn't uncomfortable to see. Rome, with a Carthaginian army called the Fists of Hamilcar inside, with 100% Punic culture. Like, come on. Don't tell me I'm the only one that finds that very disturbing. 0 slave. I really need to get some more slaves. There's a very minuscule slave population that I have to distribute across my entire empire, so I need to enslave some more people after we win battles, so I need to keep that in mind. Yeah, also, if you loot a settlement after you capture it, you gain slaves, but of course it damages all the buildings, so all the money you gain you have to spend immediately afterwards on repairing everything again, so it's a bit useless in my mind. There you go. Yeah, just lay Corellis on the siege. Just keep the siege going for another turn, see what they do. If the Carthaginians are trying to make a run for it, then we chase after them. If they try to call in the reinforcements. See, they have... That's... Yeah, that's a damaged army. Dido's faithful. Dido's faithful. She fucking killed herself after Aeneas wouldn't sleep with her. Yeah, upgrade that to the max. It's the only useful ability mostly. New general. So, lots of things to give him. Extra ammunition. I'll just give you that one, whatever. Yeah, save it. And then see what Carthage does. Beg for... Well, not really. Oh, they asked for... They offered satrapy status this time. Oh yeah, there it is. I was looking for that fleet. What a bunch of fucking dickheads. They just have that thing parked in the fog of war over there. What a bunch of cowards. Says the guy that constantly runs away when he sees them. Okay, well, not Rhodes. Cyprus tried to attack there. Well, they attacked, but they didn't win.
We demand only a modest weight of coin. My master always loses.
They're also at war with those guys. The Adavaki over there. Were they already at war with them? Or did that happen recently? Too cunning, too authority. Betrayed of motherfucking course. Generous tribute, I don't care. Okay. Whatever. Alright, somebody of the Indian families, are they... Hates Romans, that doesn't matter. Who was it? Oh, that was the guy that I sent for diplomatic missions the whole time. So now she's the leader. Yeah, hates Romans, that doesn't matter. The Romans haven't existed for I don't know how long, so that doesn't matter. Fucking hell, I get plus 30 from traditionalist, and yet it still is only on plus 10. Fuck off, man. Fucking 30 from traditionalist, 30 from government type. And then an additional 10 from those other two. So 70 plus 70. Yeah, it does check out. Because it's minus 60, but still, fuck off, man. It's so stupid. Your political stuff is fucking bullshit anyway. Alright, send you. Get a fucking critical success for the love of the motherfucking gods, man. I've been here for I don't know how many turns and I haven't received one in ages. And it's not like I'm not bordering anyone anymore, because I still am. I'm bordering them there. And I'm bordering them there, and even there. So Athens has double the chance, technically. But the important one is that one, because of course that leads into that, which leads into what I actually want after all. This army is still in there. Oh, it's an army, and yeah, no wonder you lost. It's transport ships. Against an admiral and another army there. Pretty sure if I send my fleet over there, I can easily beat that. Yeah, this. They just have this sitting in the fog of war for some reason. No, that's the general. This. They had this sitting in the fog of war, but they pulled it out now. Yeah, you defend Sparta. They moved an army there. Just, yeah, well, of course, not smart to drop there now because there's a massive Carthaginian navy. But yeah, you can just drop there and send your armies over. Yeah, you see, this is what I told you. They have a lot of cohorts, but they keep dying because of starvation, so it doesn't really matter in the end.
Is there nothing more, my lord?
There you go, swordsman. Yeah, you've got good barracks there, but like, you can't really do much with it if your soldiers keep starving to death. Even with their cheats, because of course the AI cheats their fucking ass off, we all know that. Even with their cheats, they still don't have enough food for this. Like, you could swap out that military port. You already have a military port back at Rhodes. I mean, it sucks if you lose any ships, you have to sail them all the way back, but...
Ready for orders.
Yeah, this is great, level 4. And you took that away from the Carthaginians too, so that's nice. They are sitting very nicely on -10 food, but the garrison is still fine, so they must have global food surplus. Bit hard to believe though. -11 there, -4 on those ones, and then they have like a half province there, and magically that is making up for all of the deficit. Kind of hard to believe. So yeah, Rhodes, just do what Carthage does, just cheat. Just cheat. It works. Okay, so we're laying siege to Rome because I don't want that army getting any bigger. Etruscan hoplites. Okay. Never seen those mercenaries before. Were those the same ones that I got baffled by earlier? I thought those were Samnites, or Italian hoplites, or Italian warriors, or Samnite warriors, or whatever it was. I think these are new. Like, different from those. I've never seen them before. Interesting. They don't really seem to have that great of an attack, though. 50%... Well, of course, this is Carthage we're talking about. I was like 50% upkeep cost for mercenary units. Especially for these quality of mercenary units, because these seem to... Even though the melee attack and stuff is not fantastic, for mercenaries that is pretty fucking cheap. But, of course, we're talking about Carthage. I bet that they have some traits that they have reduced upkeep costs for mercenaries, because that's literally Carthage's army build. some Carthaginian guys, and then the rest is all mercenaries. I don't have mercenaries. I have... no. Where is that army with all the mercenaries in it? Oh, that's besieging here, of course. Okay, well then again, I also don't have that much of an expense, but that's because I've researched everything. I guess Carthage researched everything as well. Well, not really, because those... I'm pretty sure these city and archers are have more expense and upkeep than those Etruscan hoplites. Well, whatever. Something to ponder about. Yeah, that's all going well. Yeah, there we go. There you fucking go. I mean, it's not Latin culture. It's Hellenic, but it is close. It is close. It's a close second. It's anything. Anything's better than Punic culture. Or Celtic. Or Germanic. Well, then again, Germanic culture is fine. Says the guy that has a Germanic culture heritage. But not in Rome. No, not in Rome. Latin culture. But since Latin culture is not an option right now, Hellenic will have to do. So just build a siege tower there. Lay siege for a couple of turns. Yeah, you can just stay in Brundisium for one more turn. I do have to keep an eye out on this because there are some armies there. You don't need to stay at Lilybaum. We've got those fleets there to protect Lilybaum. We don't need... I'm not expecting an invasion there anytime soon. It is much more likely that they start to drop things around here. So I need an additional army near Cosentia in order to react quickly to anything that develops over there. Yeah, there we go. I'll end off the episode here. So I will continue the siege at Corellis. I will continue the siege at Rome. And then we'll have some battles in the next episode. Sparta is defended. Just crossing my fucking fingers for a critical success over in the north. I haven't fucking received anything. Maybe I end the turn here. Maybe that makes a difference, I don't know. Alright, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Click the like button beneath if you liked the video. And I'll see you in the next one. See you later, Romans. Valete.